This is the Canon EF-M 22mm f2. Well, this lens was released around 2012 with the Canon EOS-M, the first release of the mirrorless series for Canon. Then it started to being sold separately like around 2015. So imagine how much it was before you can get a hand of these before getting an actual camera. So the good thing about this is for being 12 years old, it's performing really, really good. I mean, for $200, compact, f2, no complaints whatsoever. It's a great lens. You should try it. Quality on this lens, it's amazing. You may see a footage now showing with this kind of light because I'm shooting on the Fuji X-T3 right now. And then I will shoot with the Canon M50 using this exact lens, okay? Just give me one moment. Now you can see well, this is the Fuji, right? With the 23 1.4. Now you see how it will look with the Canon in the same position. I just changed the cameras, but pretty much that's how it will look on the Canon M50. If you have the M6 Mark II, then oof, yeah, that will be a good combo. I'm not saying the M50 is not a bad one, but the M6 is a better camera. You may see a little bit of difference on the quality because this can do 4K, right? This Fuji X-T3 can do 4K. The M50 can do 4K, but there's two caveats, right? One of them, you gotta crop in, which will make this 22 into looking at like a 35. It will make it look like a 50, right? And then you also lose the dual pixel autofocus. This lens here, we'll see it for yourself. It looks good. It's sharp enough for its price. I will come back to this every time. Price. It's a good price. The design and quality of the lens, the materials, really good. Like outside, it looks really nice. Mine is a little bit used. I bought it on KEH, not sponsored yet, but as a bargain price, bargain status, like they call it, it's a great lens. So also something else to consider is that this lens has just a manual focus, doesn't have IS, just manual focus. It doesn't have an autofocus or manual focus switch, as you can see with the B-roll. It's just a lens with its manual focus. So the thing is this, that with that lens, pretty much you don't need a lot of things with that lens to make it because of its use, right? It's compact, f2, 35mm equivalent, and you can fit everything. You can take a freaking, I don't know, like mini fanny pack or something just to make fit your M-mount camera and that lens pretty much. So like to take in consideration, this is the Viltrox 23mm 1.4. This it's like the same point of view, but in a Fuji, and it's also a 1.4. It's like a bigger aperture than that, but you can see the difference with this lens and that lens, how small it is. Also, something else to consider is 35mm. It's an amazing focal length to start with because it's the closest you can get. It's like, I think between 35 and 50, like 44 or something is like the point of view of the eye. And as being a prime lens, it's you have to move if you want to get closer to your subject instead of zooming in or zooming out. Will force you to be more creative, but will be beneficial because it will develop yourself as a photographer. Also, something to take in consideration, 22 equals 35 because on Canon, the crop factor is 1.6, so 22 times 1.6 equals 35. So that's why it's like a 35mm point of view. This lens also has an accessory, which is a freaking lens hood, and it's so freaking small. I mean, if you're that kind of person that needs the lens hood, good for you, but I don't need it so far for me. And you can find this in B&H or KEH. Well, brand new as of this recording is around $200 as a deal, or $250 brand new. Most of the time it's on discount, so you may find it as $200. You can find it used for maybe 150 or 100 if you're lucky, but you can find it in KEH, MPB.com, Adorama, and all those websites. That's how it looks so far. If you want now, let me switch to the Fuji so you have an idea of how big it is, like on my hand. So this is how it looks in my hand. As you can see, it's just like this. You can fit this completely in your hand. Something that may get annoying as having something like this is like whenever you change to a bigger equipment, you will miss having that compactfulness of this lens and this setup. And like, just look at this. Look how small this is. But yeah, you saw how it looks with this nice lighting that I have at like what, golden hour 5:23 as of right now. It's amazing. Then I will try to do the same take here with this camera, with this lens at f2, the same settings, to see how it handles. I'll try my best to not raise the ISO, but I will have to. Of course, the more light you got, the better. So for instance, like here I have more light, which make me look brighter and better. And it's let's see, I think it's ISO 3200, f2, and 1/50th of a second. That's how the settings are running right now, and that's what you can see at this moment. What do you think? Do you like it? It could be better, but again, for the price, it's better than the kit lens indeed. Now you can see how it's with no lights. Maybe one of them that activates itself, but it will deactivate anytime now. You can see how the lens is performing completely at night. It's 7 o'clock here. I don't know what you think, but for the price, it may be performing better than you think. It's performing way better than the kit lens indeed. The previous one, you saw the clip with some light, and now you're seeing the clip with no light. Maybe some indoor lighting coming outside, but this is the minimum light so far. What you think? Okay, so yeah, you saw how it looks at night. You saw how well, it depends up to you how you think it was. For me, it's not bad. I mean, like I'm saying, for the price, $200, brand new, compact, f2. what? I mean, it's not bad, right? It didn't fit on these pants, but if you have like a cargo pants or like with bigger pockets, it will definitely fit there with no issue. So the good thing with this lens is that the good thing with this lens is that it's so compact that you can take it anywhere that you like. But then you will also see the quality of this. It's amazing. Nighttime with this, it's easy. Well, easier than the kit lens actually. So the good thing is that this will definitely help you to get better shots at night. This will also help you with the ease of use with your camera, meaning that you can take this anywhere. Something to take in consideration, it doesn't have no IS, no image stabilization, but it's one of the sacrifices you have to take in order to make it this compact. So also image quality, sharp. For its price, it's really sharp. It will be a step up from whatever you got at the beginning. For me, this lens has more pros than cons because it's really compact, it's really comfortable to hold, you can take it anywhere, and it has an f2. It's a 35mm equivalent like I mentioned before. And I mean, what more can you expect? The only con that I have against this is it doesn't have IS, but some sacrifices had to be done in order to make it this compact. But yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to the pros and cons of this lens. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say about this lens. If you want to get it, like I mentioned before, you can get in B&H, KEH, MPB, whatever. You can find it whatever. I don't have anything else to say. See you.